If you're looking to invest in real estate, this is one you need to understand. Should you buy off-plan or on-plan? Before we go into the pros and cons of this, let me explain the concept of on-plan and off-plan. Off-plan properties are properties that are still in the building or planning stage. So they are not built out, they are not ready for occupancy. On-plan properties, on the other hand, are properties that are already built and ready for occupancy. To buttress my points, let me give you an example. This is property A. When we made this sales video, property A was still at the foundation stage, but people were already buying into it. Apartments were being sold, so people who were buying into it saw the 3D pictures, saw the 3D videos, saw the layout, and bought into the property while it was still at the foundation stage. This is the property now. It has been sold out for a while. In fact, it was fully sold out before it was fully built. Property A was sold as an off-plan property. Let's take a look at property B. Property B was sold as an on-plan property. And at the time that this sales video was made, it was fully ready, fully fitted, fully finished, and ready for occupancy. It was sold as an on-plan property, and the buyer moved in as soon as it was gone. Allow me 5 seconds to talk about Gumbull Realty. Gumbull Realty helps you invest profitably and safely in real estate. Give us a call right away. So what are the pros and cons of off-plan and on-plan properties? Let's zoom into off-plan properties. Why would anyone want to buy a property that is still in the building or planning phase? Off-plan properties, you enjoy competitive pricing. When you buy an off-plan property, you are getting early access. Developers who sell off-plan properties usually sell them below market value because you are buying in before the property is fully built. Therefore, you enjoy capital gains. I know a lot of people, a lot of investors who don't buy properties that are on-plan. They buy properties that are off-plan because they want to get in on that advantage. On the other hand, if you buy an on-plan property, you'll probably be paying full market value for that property. So you do not get the advantage of immediate capital gains except you want to be creative. And let me qualify creative. When I mean creative, I mean adding value to the property, so the value of the property increases. Okay, so not cutting corners. So for example, you buy a property or a 2-bedroom duplex and the rooms are so big and there's an extra room that's been designated for something else. You then convert that room or carve out an extra room to make it a 3-bedroom. That is being creative. That is adding value to the property to improve and increase the price of the property. Sometimes you have clients reach out to us that they want properties with flexible payment plans. With off-plan properties, you have the opportunity to stage your payment. So if you don't have the lump sum to buy the property you want, but can afford to pay instrumentally over a period of time, off-plan properties offers you that. Because there is usually an initial deposit, an entry amount that you need to pay to get in on that property, and each developer sets the initial deposit based on the property that is being bought. For on-plan properties, on the other hand, by the time the developer is through with building its property, it wants its full payment, and understandably so. Now, for on-plan properties, that gives you the opportunity for flexible payment plans. The payment plans are usually very short, sometimes as short as a few weeks, or maybe 1 to the maximum 3 months. You may want to go off-plan is because off-plan properties gives you the opportunity to contribute your personal input to the details of the property. Now, it may not be major structural deviations, especially if the property is part of an estate with external standards that cannot be deviated from. But of course, aesthetic features, the inside of the building, the finishing, the kitchen finishing, the toilet, and details, internal details that have not been built out, you have the opportunity to contribute to them for an off-plan property. An on-plan property is already built out, it's already ready for moving. So if you don't like the color of the kitchen, sorry, you may have to pay out of pocket to change that. Now, all this does not mean that off-plan properties are the instant trends. When it comes to off-plan properties, we have issues like credibility of developers not meeting the standards that they promised. We have developers who do not deliver on time and drag out delivery period. So it depends on your own goals. Talking to a real estate consultancy that looks at your goals and looks at the properties that fits your goals. Talk to a real estate consultancy today.